Awesome.
We are on YouTube today. A little bit of technicalities. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our weekly live training where we talk about how to train smart, use your time wisely, not get hurt, qualify for top races, and win.
About maintaining life balance.
My name is Coach Shane Rolla. I'm a two-time triathlon Guinness World Record holder, best-selling author, motivational speaker, and high-performance triathlon and endurance coach. We also have here Coach Vineta and our special guest.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Well, today we're going to talk about, let me show you what we're going to talk about here. Let me pull up our posters, much easier for us. Finish your next IM 70.3 under 6 hours and get your fastest bike split. Regardless of demanding physical work, only one-time swim per week, busy schedule, even no experience entering ocean waves. Anyone here excited to learn all the strategies of how you can do this one? Despite like all these challenges here. I mean, demanding physical work. Anyone here who has demanding physical work, raise your hand. Or like, are you one of those like you're just so busy, or like maybe the pool or your open water, or you don't have access to open water and you can only really put in one time, swim? How do you even train for an ocean swim, especially if it's your first time?
Yes, let's talk about it. I'm super excited about this one.
All right. So today we're going to talk about why having very limited access to swimming one times a week and no ocean wave entry experience doesn't mean that you will have your first 1.2-mile ocean swim be bad. Okay. So what can you do?
Yes. What to do when you have physically demanding work and stress that affects the training that you can do.
Okay. And then the next thing is that what you need to focus on to get your bike split much faster. For example, if you want to go from 18 miles per hour to over 20 miles per hour, what do you need to do? All right. Last but not the least, how about what to do when your energy is low and you still want to train and you know you got to train, but your energy is low? What do you do? What do you do, everyone? So if you guys are calling in or watching this one,
yes, if
live,
you're watching us live, put hashtag live so we can see who is joining us right now, right here. And then if you're watching this as a replay, put hashtag replay. Let's see those comments.
Yeah. Okay. Well, who's this training is for? This is for busy athletes over 40 wanting to finish 70.3 with sub-6 finish times. How about fastest bike split? If you have limited open water, okay, or if you have a very busy job, okay. Well, without waiting further, let's welcome Seiko from Texas. Seiko, congratulations! You got
Thank
your
you.
personal record. Let's see the time here. Let me see.
I think it was a big one, like a really good gap there.
Wow. So Seiko did 5 hours, 42 minutes, and 36 seconds recently in Gulf Coast, and she placed 7th in her age group, making her actually qualify for World Championship 70.3. She also got her fastest bike split of 2:48. Okay. And also still crushed the run right after that.
Impressive.
Congratulations, Seiko. How'd you feel about this one? Did you expect for you to get 5:42?
No, I was expecting PR because it's a flat course.
Okay.
And so I was expecting something good, but I didn't think it's gonna be this good. So I'm very proud.
There you go.
Yay.
Because it's almost 5:30. You're like on the, 5:42, right? Just a few minutes. You're like 5:30-ish. I'm sure you will be happy if it's like 5:55, as long as it's sub-6. But you got much, much better.
Yes, impressive.
So, well, let's ask you.
Yes, why did you want to finish your 70.3 sub 6 hours? What was really motivating you?
Mm, Well, when I did my 70.3 Waco, it was close to 6 hours. And then it was in the rain, and the bike course had lots of turns. So when coach said, well, sub 6 is possible, that stuck in my head.
That's
And coach is good at that. She encouraged me and put seed in my mind a lot.
a lot. Was that okay for you? Or is that something that you like or maybe not?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I like it. Yes,
Oh,
and of course I have to think about it, and but I tend to jump on things
okay.
like
Well,
that.
because when I say something like that, did you think like, well, coach said sub 6. Do you think like, did you have doubt in your head? So when you thought about it, what went in your head?
No, no doubt, because
Okay.
since I started this training, yes, first, I don't know, maybe first couple months I had doubt, of course. Oh, I don't think I can do that. I'm not there yet. But over time, a year and second year, everything coach says, oh, you can do this if you train. Then it's being that
It's
way.
happening.
It's being that way. So no,
And
this had no doubt.
there you go. So that was it because you've been seeing like every time we plan something, it happens. Does that help your confidence? Like, okay, well,
Yes, a
yeah,
lot.
you're like,
Yes.
yes, a lot. Okay. Well, everyone, if you don't know yet, but basically, so Seiko qualified for her first world championship 70.3 on her second 70.3. Okay. And that was in 2022. Okay. So it was her second 70.3. This was her finishing her second 70.3 and already qualified. I know she got it in her. She works hard. She followed the workouts to the T. We're going to tell you more about the strategies of what she does behind the scenes as well, what we do together to get those results. Because guess what? When I said, like, Seiko, how about an Ironman? And she's like, no, I'm scared. Why were you scared? It was the last year you did an Ironman. Why were you scared about the Ironman distance?
It's so long, and I've never done not even a standalone full marathon.
Yeah, we never did.
And
We've never done a
then I
marathon.
was gonna do the full marathon after 140 miles.
so so everyone, she had not until now. So she's been with us for the third year. She had not done a full marathon standalone, but
Oh
she had
dear.
done a full marathon and a full Ironman on her first full Ironman. And guess what? She did it last year. And then on her first full Ironman, she qualified for World Championship Kona. She placed 11th place out of 42. There's something that she's doing. There's something that we're doing. How is that possible that she placed 11th out of 42 in her age group on her first full Ironman when she had not even done, okay, a marathon? So if you have not done a marathon, it's not like a no-go. If you want a full Ironman, it's not a requirement. And you're going to learn also today, she only swam and has been swimming for so far 3 years of her triathlon life 1 times a week. Is that still true? Kind of. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she drives to the pool. If she wants pool, how long is the drive? Seiko.
It's 200 miles
I don't know
one
what that.
way.
That's a lot.
200 miles to go to a pool one way. And
Wow.
open water is nearer. And how long is the open water?
It's an hour drive.
An hour drive. That's pretty good. So she
Yes.
drives, she does one swim every week for so far almost 2.5 years that we've been coaching Seiko. So you guys want to know like what is behind the scenes. So for example, okay. So when I was training for 70.3 marathons and Ironman, I was working very hard. Okay. And of course, working hard is good, right? And because I wanted to get my best time. So it's just like logically, yeah, we got to work hard. But not all work that's very hard, it doesn't mean that I was working smart. And today you're going to learn about how to train smart so you can really get your goal, your finish time goal. Okay. So basically, before, when I was doing my own training before, many, many years ago, when I was new in triathlon, so what I would do is I would do time trial, 50 miler, beat my time every time, and that's what I want. Or I would be racing almost every weekend. Okay. I have my calendar full because I want to get motivated. I want accountability. But is that the right way? Right? Because how about my family and friends in my school at the time? And also at the time when talking about cycling, I had no idea of what the technique is, the cadence, the gearing, all these equipments. And all I knew is working hard, spin hard from point A to point B, and then go check the time, pace, or time speed. And that was all. Let me ask Seiko. Seiko, how long have you been cycling? Like
About
cycling,
4 years.
cycling. 4 years?
But
Okay,
not really training the first couple years. I was just getting used to the bicycle.
Endurance, right? Just getting used to how to bike, to clip the first year, right?
So where were you about 5 months ago when you committed to this goal? Where were you with your cycling when you started this one? Do you remember?
Yes, I was getting better at cycling 5 months ago, yes, getting stronger. I think it helped that I did lots of hilly race last year, 2023, St. George and Century Ride and Chattanooga, and they were all hilly ride. So I think my legs got stronger, and also I practice a lot of that pedaling technique.
Yep.
It didn't make sense the first a year or so, but I just had to keep trying. At least I didn't give up, and all of a sudden it came to me how to pedal.
Oh,
That's very interesting because you were moving forward, but when it clicked, because you had some experience wherein we've learned that you have some muscle imbalance when you're cycling. Okay. And one of those things, it has helped us to look into like what are her weak areas. And this one is for everyone here, like, and let me see if I can pull up something here. Okay. So one of the things that we've done for Seiko is really like dialing in the technique. And she knows technique, but it's more about the practice, right? One of the things that you realize when you do like cycle during the first beginning, right? One of your legs, would that be right or left? Your hamstring getting tight or tired? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I started pedaling better, I noticed I'm using more of my hamstrings, and the calves were getting tight.
Yeah.
So I wasn't using them before.
Yeah. So like of all the times she has been telling me, coach, that what really has been helping me that I noticed is the technique. So for everyone, in regards to your technique, for us, what we've done with our athletes in Feisty Fox coaching is that we want to address technique on all three sports. So if you're in triathlon, like really dialing in your technique, why is it important? Okay. Why is it important? It's mainly because it reduces risk of injury and it makes you be efficient.
I mean, let's take a look at the times, because I think I remember that Seiko, you were around 18 miles per hour when you started on this goal, and then by the end of the goal, you were over 20.
20 miles per hour. Still got a lot more to go.
That's very impressive.
And that got her for 240-ish hours. That was a big jump. And then what we did, okay, so I think it's important, okay. So anyone, so like let me ask everyone who's actually watching this training, when you're cycling, okay, whether that's cycling or when you're running or swimming, are you focusing your technique? Okay. When you start focusing on your technique, those muscles that you usually don't use, you will feel something. Okay. So now what we've done is that with Seiko is that we address them through body maintenance. Okay. Body maintenance, we do strength exercises as well. So let me show to you. Let me see here.
So Sheila's saying, can't wait to cheer Seiko in Kona 2025.
There you go. Yes.
And then Sarah says, oh my gosh, I have no excuses not to swim. You are inspiring, Seiko.
Yeah. Anyone else is being inspired here. It's like, yeah, so and then also Seiko has a very physical job. So she works usually like 3 days, 4 days. But during those days, it's long hours that she asked me, Coach, I cannot really do any swim, bike, and run. So if there's 7 days, 3 days she's working, she really only has 3 days wherein we train. Those 3 days, I am scheduling very specific targeted exercises to really make sure that she's ready for those 3 days that she can work out. For those 3 days, we want to make sure that she's ready to go back to work and still feeling energized. So her sleep is very important. So we're basically telling you like what are the things that are important. One of the things that I'm sharing to you is balancing your schedule. So 3 days work, she's not doing swim and bike and run. So so now we only have 3 days to work out. What's happening with the 7th day? This 7th day, she reserves it for friends and family. She really negotiated with me. Coach, I want the free day. And her coach doesn't complain, leaves with 3 days basically. So you can really see there that it has to be very strategic of what the focus is.
Is this opening some eyes to somebody who thinks that they need to train always, every single day, train hard? Like, is this kind of clicking for some of you guys that, oh, maybe there's a interesting, different way to do it?
Yeah. Seiko, most people training for a half Ironman or full Ironman, they go to standard online training plan, or there's several books. How come you did not do that? And then seek for this kind of smart training?
The biggest reason is that I do not get injured. And I knew I'm a person, if I start doing something, I get into it and I overdo it. And I don't know that I'm overdoing it. So I needed a specialist to give me a training, what exactly I need and how much exactly I need.
So you really like to get full into it. You want to push as much
She's
as
competitive.
you can.
She cannot stop to go hard.
You need to know where is my, don't go past this line.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know anything about the 70.3 triathlon. And but of course coach knew how to do it and what I needed to do it. So I guess I wanted to take shortcut by
What's that? Fast
doing
results.
But at the same time, I'm not young anymore, and I have a physical job, so I cannot get injured. If I get injured, it's okay maybe to not being able to do triathlon, but if I can't work, no money, that's no good. So
it's basically connected to it, right? Okay, gotcha.
Who else here likes to push to the max? I'm wondering, because I mean, There's many of us.
So, Seiko, what I'm seeing here is because you've already done 70.3s and not just one, several with us, and you're always raising the bar, or a full Ironman. Like, if you think about it, you kind of know, but you're still, what else are you getting that, that you won't get from an online plan? Would that be accountability, the coaching support? Is there anything else, or is it one of those that you're still, like, for example, when you
Well,
took a break from coaching, right? When you took a break from coaching, that was right after you finished your 70 point. Coach, I need a break. I need to focus with family. That was about a month. But then you're like, Coach, I need to go back. So, like, what was that was missing when, you kind of were training already? And then when you went back, what are those factors?
well, when I went to the break, on a month break, I was going crazy because I didn't know what to do. I wanted to train, but I just had no idea what to do, how
Gotcha.
much to do.
Okay, got it.
Well, Sheila says, I have to admit, I came back because I need coach to push me and to rein me
Yeah.
in at the same time.
Did
So
rain?
rein me
How
in.
about planting seeds, Sheila? I'm gonna start planting seeds. What's next for you? All right. So okay, so I think we've covered several things there, and I'm gonna go ahead and show some parts of it. I'm not gonna spoil all the others. Like, what are the other things? Because we did talk about some of it already. So this is basically how to finish IM 70.3 under 6 hours and get your fastest bike split. One is effectively train smart and with quality. I bolded the quality and train smart through structured and customized training plan. Mainly because, like I said, it could be any online plan, it could be a book, but is it quality? Is it preventing you from injury, especially for those athletes who wants to get fast, right? Why? Because when we get fast, we pushed hard. We push that boundaries that we may have not been. And then now there's this mindset, I want to get faster. But then what's the limit? Okay, so we want to make sure, okay, that with quality, okay, address technique and incorporate corrections. So for Seiko, what we focus on is the cycling on this time, because what I really wanted, so yes, I agree with Seiko, her legs gotten stronger from her past 70.3, okay? And when it comes down to details, and an athlete said, I want sub 6 hours, then to me, I go back to the numbers, calculate the numbers, and where Seiko is at, and what are the targets for each of those splits. Where can we really get those? How can we really shave off time? And from there, then I look into the intervals for the swim, bike, and run. There was one thing that was kind of like we're backing off, is her running, okay? Because of her work was stressful, we didn't want to push her much on the running because it was affecting the work environment. There was a lot of physical work that was affecting her feet, okay? So I'm like, let me back off on the run, but let's really push hard on the bike because she wasn't feeling good, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now everyone, if you guys just heard basically the thinking around it, is that yes, we push hard, but we also look into, like, what are the risks that you may injure yourself. And as I mentioned, the risk that she could injure herself if I continue to push her on the run, because she can run. She's sub 8, around there.
No.
Not yet, 8-ish minute per mile, sub 9. Okay, on the run portion. When she push hard, she's at sub 9 minute per mile. Okay, so what we did is that we focus on the cycling, and then that's the next step here, is that clarity on what to focus on every week is important. Okay, So on her training plan, and that's why it makes sense in regards to having a customized training plan, because it depends on how the body responds. And not just during the training, but also from work, outside training. Okay. So for her, what we really wanted to make sure is that, yes, we're going to push hard on cycling, but we cannot forget the running. I don't want her to be walking on the running. Okay. And she did not. Okay. She actually did well on the running, even though, yeah, so we back off. So it was to the just the right push. Okay. And that goes with what to focus on every week is important. The next one is workout volume. Okay. Workout volume, intensity, duration, and the combination. We have athletes, or if this is one of you guys doing strength training, doing Pilates, I don't know, Zumba, all those physical activities, like all this, we gotta find a way to fit it in wherein they're working together and they're not distracting or hurting the other sport.
Yes, because the sequence really can determine your results if you put it together in the wrong order.
The timing of it. Because if you want to push hard, you got to have fresh legs. But if you don't have fresh legs, that's a risk of injury. You guys got that? That's very important. That's very important. Those people who are lifting weights. Okay. So that's why timing is very important. But
so
at the same time.
Yeah, that's not to say that you shouldn't do all those things. Do the weights, do the Zumba, do all of those things. Just
do what makes you happy. Do what balances your time so that you still have time for your family. But it has to be, it has to make sense. You want to focus on what's going to get the biggest result. Okay. So the next one, last but not the least, is structuring workouts. Okay. To balance stress and recovery. Why did I say that? Because there were times that, yeah, Seiko was like overreaching. When I say overreaching, if we don't watch Seiko, she could overtrain herself and then dig a hole to herself that she may not even go to the race. Okay. If you Google overtraining, there are some athletes that go there that couldn't like really perform for several months because they didn't realize that they overtrained. So for our athletes, it's not just about checking off the box. I got the workout done, coach. No, I want to know more what happened during the workout. And she does that. So for Seiko, you're pretty good in giving workouts. So tell us more about like how physical your work was and how does it affect with your energy level in training, or vice versa.
Yes, my work is physical, so I really have to focus on recovering from the work every work day. Some days are harder than a 70.3 race, and especially in the heat in the summertime. So I really have to focus on hydrating and get rid of tight areas. So coach gives me special body maintenance classes to take care of the specific area. And
so there were times that you were low energy. Like, for example, I had the set workout, but then, hey, Seiko, let's not do that because right now your energy is not good. So there's more about also considering listening to your body and be able to actually get back on it stronger. Okay. So those athletes who are like, okay, how do I balance it? And those are, case by case. It depends. I know Seiko very well that I can like, hey, it's a little too much. Let's back off a little bit. Okay. Is that good, everyone? Good so far? All right, let's go back in regards to like, let me see this one here.
So I'm wondering, those who are watching right now, who here needs to take a little bit better care of the recovery part?
Yeah, because we're gonna get into that.
Anybody? Have you noticed anything? already? Like, have you noticed what's happening with that one? Put it in the comments. I'm curious.
Yeah, yeah. The next one here is the next one is accountability with feedback analysis. These are very important. Okay. So you can have an online plan, but if you're not doing it, what's the point? Anyone here? I was one of those. Like, I got an online plan, but I'm not real. No one's holding me accountable. Who knows if I miss the workouts? It's okay to say, yeah, that was me too. Right? Accountability is huge. I mean, all the information are online. Just do it. Just do something about it. But why? How come there are athletes that are not doing it? Accountability. We are so busy until we actually commit to something. Like, I want that so badly, and get somewhere and accountable. Be accountable. You know, and, you know, like I said, until now, I have a coach. I know how to do workouts, but I want to, you know, I want someone else to hold me accountable. I want, okay, to cut corners, just like what Seiko said. I want shortcuts. The next one is feedback and analysis. Okay. So this one is what we call training smart.
Yes. I mean, who likes to do their own feedback and analysis? I mean, I don't think I'd see any hands.
Like every workout, we're talking about every workout here, you know, or most of the workouts, like knowing where you're at, because sometimes it could be a bias, right? It could be based on your emotions when you're like, oh yeah, I did great, but then you look at it, you're like, I did great, and then you look at the times. Okay, well, how did I do before? You know, you want to be at least objective and then actually analyze how well you're doing. Would that be pace, your cadence, how you're executing it, how are you recovering? So those kind of analysis, your heart rate. So last but not the least, trust the training. Are you guys getting a lot in there? Okay. All right. So let's see this one here.
Sarah says she definitely needs to make sure she does the recovery work.
Yeah. Yeah. So Seiko is pretty good in recovery. She got 3 days of work. She recovers in those 3 days. Okay. And then she has fun. She does have fun with the husband.
So hold on. So which way is it? Is the training recovery from work, or is the work recovery from training, or is it both of them are recovering from both of them? Because both are hard, I would think.
What do you say, Seiko?
Yes, it's hard. Recovering is a job for me.
There you go.
So the next day, if I'm not recovered, I will ruin the next day, training day, and vice versa. If I'm not recovered from the training, I won't be able to work right, and
Yeah.
that will, you know, not be good. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's not going to be a quality workout. You're just dragging your legs to do the workout. It's just checking off the box, just getting it done. But what do you get? It's not really quality. Okay. So basically, here is what we summarized early. So with all our athletes, what we give them is technique, speed or pacing, endurance, and race skills. A lot of athletes go for endurance only, but we know that Seiko can finish a 70.3. And if you want a 70.3 sub 6 hours, definitely get the pacing. What are the targets? Get into the nitty-gritty details of the numbers to get there for swim, bike, and run. And then use the technique so your body's not working hard to go faster.
Yeah, bring that efficiency, really.
Yeah, because for me before, I did not know how to get the speed. I know how to go long. I can go long, but was I fast then? No, because I wasn't really I had no idea with technique and speed for all the 3 sports. Okay, you guys got that? All right. So moving along. So basically right here, how to effectively train with quality. Just a quick one here. Athlete completes custom workouts. Seiko completes the custom workouts. Those custom workouts, you want to make sure address 4 areas: technique, speed, endurance, race skills. Athlete gives feedback and not just checking off the box. And that could be nutrition. And actually during training, you know, Seiko's up on it, like really on top of nutrition. She adjusts the nutrition when it's cold, when it's really hot, right? And she also was aware of her weight when her performance is going down. Right, Seiko?
Yes, I can feel it.
You can feel it.
Mhm.
As she is sharing to you guys, you know, like, you know, so like the training weight, okay? She basically, what my I strongly suggest is have more self-awareness on how you feel when, and like this is more about like being present when you're working out. When you're being present, you're more aware of what your body tells you. How's my breathing feeling? How's my leg feeling? What is my weight? What is the connection of all this, of what I'm eating and what I'm drinking to my performance? And those are the things that she gives feedback to us, and then we talk every time she shares feedback to us. Okay.
So how did I feel? Did I do it right? What's the energy level? Was there any pain or discomfort? And what's the mindset and confidence level?
Okay. And then the coach analyze data, teaches, give feedback, next steps. And then that's the time that we create workouts for next week. So that's what means customized workout. Customized workouts wherein there's really no plan until like all the details until the next goal. The customization happens on the spot every week. And it's customized based on the feedback of the athlete, based on the analysis and data that was received during that week. Is that pretty heavy, everyone? You guys see the difference? The difference. If you just pull an online plan and do it yourself, like, yeah, you can do it, but then will you get your fast time or your fast split? Will you see shortcut? Shortcut, like what Seiko said. She want to cut, you know, she want fast result, right? So
And
this is,
and she wants to do well both at work, both in training, and then with family.
and not get injured. This is basically the process that we do with our athletes. Okay.
So I'm wondering, so has any of you, what's missing out of those things? Are you observing anything that's missing for you right now? Put it in the comments. Let's see it.
Yep. All right. So let's move on. What are the other things that are missing? Is there anything? Here you go. Seiko, you're pretty good in listening your body. One of those you mentioned about body maintenance. Okay, those are the things that you do. Okay. So right now, everyone, we're just basically summarizing what Seiko has already said. So listening to your body, is there anything else that you want to add with in terms of listening to your body, Seiko? What if you're, for example, when you're riding, you know, sometimes you're going hard on those intervals, you feel something, you know, you're going hard, and then there's a recovery period. And sometimes when you share feedback, you said that recovery was just enough for me to push another hard interval. Tell me more about like how do you listen to your body and strategize in terms of executing these workouts, these hard workouts for you to actually get faster.
Yes, the intervals, I go fast, I go hard, then I do make effort to recover from it during the easy interval, and otherwise I can't keep going. And I do feel in my mind that I do feel that I'm gonna waste this precious time of being on the bike, being outside. But I want to enjoy the training and I want to enjoy the race. So I have to focus on what I'm doing right now, hard or recovering or.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. And that's what comes also with what I said earlier, the story that I said earlier, wherein I would just go with a distance and then just really go hard. and then take the average of it. I mean, that is one of those trainings, but you wouldn't want to do that every single time or almost all the time, because that is hard. And that's how Seiko did not train like that at all. I did not have him, Seiko, run your fastest 56-mile bike. There's none like that, right? There's not, because it's hard. And it's just too much for the body. We do that at the race. Okay. Yeah. The next one that she mentioned, Seiko, body maintenance. So this one is for the athlete to recover fast. Okay. Proactively targeting weak areas through soft tissue maintenance, mobilization, strengthening, and functional movements. So this one, not lower legs and feet, but basically overall, depending on the weak areas that Seiko needed to focus on. It depends. So it could be first week, it could be her glute, it could be her hamstring. It doesn't mean that she's injured. What body maintenance is more being proactive. Okay. Being proactive so that she can recover fast and then show up again on the next day for the next workouts. Okay. Next is yeah, she mentioned this: nutrition, training, and racing weight. And last but not the least, aero, cycling form, cycling wheels. So anything that helps with aero. Do you mind kind of share something about that, Seiko? About aero stuff?
Yes. So Coach Jeff did many cycling specific techniques and all the information uh, in the training, and they helped me a lot. And especially because I don't have a local bike shop close by. It's 200 miles away too. So I learned to take care of my bike and order parts to get the aerodynamics. I did get the aero wheels, but I did have to ask coaches, what size do I need? Because I'm very light, especially with the crosswind. There's a limit to my aero wheels, deepness, and so yes, I learned a lot about cycling, the aerodynamics, and nutrition, positions.
Cycling positions too, like with the heels, winds. So let me show you what Seiko is saying here. So with us, we don't just with our athletes, we don't just assign workouts. We want our athletes to really have the knowledge and understanding to get their goal. And for her, I want to get faster on cycling. What do I need to do? Well, being aero is one of those. And how is that possible? So this is one of the masterclass that we have. Aero Mastery, optimizing cycling speed with smart equipment and techniques. And this one, it goes with aerodynamics, skin friction drag, aerodynamic wheels, tires, clothing, bike frame, what is a group set, rim brakes, oh, so much. And not just that, it's not just another master class. With our athletes, there's a conversation. So when Seiko loved it, I want that. Guess what? All the questions that she has a question here. Coach Shangri-La, I've been looking for adult affordable race wheels. This is what my choice is. And there's a lot of conversation of like, hey, Seiko, this is what affects or what are the characteristics that you need to look for on the race wheels. So I said weight consideration, aerodynamics versus comfort. So there's like a follow-up. So guess what? It becomes more customized, personalized to her. So if that's something that you're not getting, let's talk, because you might be missing something. Why are you not getting fast? And that's actually we're in looking into the gaps that you may or may not know, or you probably know, but you're not doing it correctly. Does that make sense, everyone? Okay, good. I think we covered, oh no, there's more. So this one, we did talk about it: training, nutrition, body maintenance, mental fitness, and race strategy. Last question, how to prepare for ocean swim part of the 70.3 if you have no ocean swim, wave entry exit experience, and can only swim 1 time a week. She signed up for Gulf Coast. When did you go to ocean swim, Seiko? Gulf Coast has ocean swim with a wave entry, and it was raining before her Gulf Coast 70.3. It was raining or windy, right?
It was a storm.
It was a storm. It was a storm the day before. And it was an ocean swim. So when did you do your ocean swim?
I didn't.
Yes,
I
you
got
did.
there. I got there 2 days ago to do my practice open water wave. I'm gonna get used to this wave, but it didn't happen because of the storm.
Oh, you did not even go at all, right?
No,
You
but
race
coach
day is
was
perfect
there
time.
on the other side of the phone. She talked me through how to get into the water, how to get started swimming, because I was aware I'm not gonna be swimming B3 from the beginning, like
Bilateral.
Hawaii.
Yes, yeah.
So, well, what am I gonna do? And coach did talk me through how to get into the waves, ocean, and
Yeah. So I
um,
did. It was limited. However, it was like really targeting of like what was going on in her mind. Because one thing is the tactical steps, and the other thing is the emotion psychological
I've
effect.
never been to the waves. I've never been to the ocean. Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen?
So there's a couple of things there. One is how to do it, and the next thing, how I feel, how confident I am, can I do it? So those are the two things that we address on the call. This is a call that we give to our athletes during race strategy and really targeting of like, what is it really that's going to help the athlete be more confident? And that is one of those things that we had to tackle because she had not experienced going into the ocean.
And I was amazed when I read her race report. She said she got stung by what do you call them? Jellyfish
Jellyfishes.
3 times in the face and on the arms. And that was her. And she was like, okay, I'm okay. Everything's good.
Yeah.
And she didn't freak out. It's amazing.
I think one of the things that also help you, Seiko, visualization, right? And practicing. So yeah, so I showed the demo video for her and then really have her put in that situation. And she's very good in visualization. And I mean, she's overcome a lot in terms of races wherein she thought she couldn't do, and she did it. And every time she shows up to the race, it does build her confidence. So in the back of her head, well, this is new, but I've done this once that I thought I couldn't do. Why can't I not do this one? She had that confidence. So the more that she does something scary, the more that she puts herself out there, the more that she become confident, and the more her mindset is much better. Is that pretty accurate?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to add in terms that help you with the sub 6 hour, Seiko, and not getting injured as you go into it?
I think you said them all.
Yeah, okay, good. Because I want to make sure that we help our athletes. Well, so you said it perfectly, strategic training, feedback, detailed analysis. We've helped you on that. The body maintenance, nutrition, your mindset, all those visualization. You've learned so much. And what you've done so good, Seiko, is that you did your best. Like you said, you trust the training. You did everything you could. And then by the time before the race, you're like, we did everything we could. Now it's all game time, even though there was a thunderstorm, right? So love it. So let me see, Binetta, you want to
We
ask one
are
question?
so proud of you, Seiko. What you did is amazing. I am always looking forward to the new goals that you come up with.
Yeah. So let me ask
Thank
you,
you.
what are the top things that has helped you on this? I know we
Top,
talked.
yeah, if you had to select out of all the things we just talked about, top things.
Follow the trainings,
Follow the training,
because
okay.
every single training adds up. over time
Wow,
and
love it.
never give up,
Mhm.
even when there are difficult times for
Yeah.
trainings or personal lives. But
Yeah.
there are coaches and friends through this coaching program. They
Okay.
can help me and they can help you. And it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm super excited. Don't blame us for your success, Seiko. You've done the work. Okay. You've made the investment in yourself. And I'm really excited about what's coming up for you next. Okay. So she's going for a hill ride, Wisconsin 70.3, which is coming up. She is aiming to qualify for World Championship Kona. She has said it, and she said, whenever she said, I'm telling you, whenever she said something, it just happened. And you're like, why don't you like
how
that?
humble you are, and
She has
just
continued to
amazing.
be very, very humble. Okay. And so if you'd like to information about our programs and have a quick chat with me and Vineta, put hashtag game plans in the comments, whether you're listening to this on YouTube or in the group, or if you know an individual who needs help, okay, put hashtag game plan.
Yes, what would happen after is I would reach out to you and schedule the best time to see if we are the best people to help you guys.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here today. I appreciate you guys. Triathlon has changed our life. We're so happy about it. This endurance sports is amazing. I've met Seiko. I am so inspired with all the things that you've done. And I'm so happy to see you be, continuing to level up your goals and still staying injury free, which is the main thing for you. Congratulations again. Thanks, everyone.
Yes. Put thanks for Seiko giving her time today.
Yes.
And
Thank you, Seiko.
put what is it that you got out of it?
What's your
today?
takeaway?
What's your biggest takeaway?
That's just it. Top takeaway. Let's put it under the comments. Till next week. We have another one next week. You're not gonna want to miss it. It's about marathon swimming.
Ooh.
Okay. So something about long swim. Okay. Like if you have not been swimming in a while, but you want to do a marathon swim, is that even possible?
Let's talk about
And
it.
how can you apply the technique in ocean swim? A lot of those technique, open water swim. Next week, watch out for the announcement. If you're not in Ironman and Beyond yet, which is a Facebook group, it's a free one in Facebook. Join in. We don't bite, and it's just keep growing. We have good people there. All right. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.